we want everything to be fair. So we want everything to be fair and may justice, no? And may equal distribution of the benefits. So hindi lang siya magbabias towards the buyer or the seller, but everybody involved, especially the community. Kasi everything that we do in real estate contributes to our local community as well as to the global community and to Mother Earth. We all have to remember na everything we do, we, di ba, are involved in the trading of land which belongs to Mother Earth, pang pinahiram lang sa atin. And because of the course of business, then we are into the buying and selling. But it's not only that, we also have our responsibility to our clients. We have our responsibility to the government. And we also have our responsibility to our fellow men. Sige, so let me share my screen. Okay, so can you see the first slide? Yung ano natin, cover.
Yes, Cons Maya.
Thank you. Just let me know if my voice is, going down or if you want me to go faster or slower. And please feel free to, if you have any questions, you can interrupt me. Okay lang ako. We can always go back to the previous slide also if you want to expound on it, or we can do the question and answer afterwards and I can scroll back the slides. Ano? Okay? So, here sabi natin magkano. I hope I'm not sure if I can speak continuously in Tagalog, but I'll try my best to be able to explain, and make things clear here. Salamat po. So where are you here? Are you selling a house and lot? This is a typical Filipino house. Or are you selling a vacant lot? So wala siyang development. O baka naman condo unit, okay? Or a nice nipa hut in the beach. Siguro resort ito. Pero maganda, rustic, very inviting. Or maybe a subdivision, a row of townhouses or, like attached, single attached units. So basically, the factors that contribute to the or influence the pricing, there are several, no? I may not be able to cover all of them, but here are the major ones. First is the neighborhood comparators. So I will go down to it later, one by one. Second is physical and environmental characteristics. So what do you have there? Third is interest rate. So how much is the loan rate by the bank or other financing, available? And then economic conditions, because then we cannot do away with what is happening in the economy, especially the local economy. And even the local economy has several layers. And then the local government policy, the host of the property, because it's also very important that the government, its rules and regulations are properly observed. Otherwise, then we become illegal, no? So all of this we will tackle in a short while. So comparators are prices of similar properties in the neighborhood sold recently. So appraisers would have to look at it, yung mga sabi natin mga open market values, fair market value, ganun. And what are the main criteria? First is recency. Yung recent, yung maybe kahapon or last week or last month, pwede rin within the year because it reflects the price of what a buyer is willing to pay for and what the seller has agreed, to let go of their precious property. So recent. Pwede rin last year. So you can also have an average of several months or perhaps years. Pero kasi may inflation. So if you say years, baka the inflation has risen. Hopefully bumaba sana, pero mostly it's really like the prices go up. And so maganda ang recent. And then feature similarity. Has the property been similar to you? So house and lot ba siya? Two-story ba siya? Pag warehouse ba? I'm not sure if there's a recent warehouse sold near you. However, there may be warehouses of the similar type somewhere. Tapos yan, yung lot or floor area, year built, number of rooms, what are the amenities. So, kung pwedeng carbon copy, better. But if not, at least you look at the features, the characteristics, and see if they are similar to you. So, makikita mo, uy, pwede kong ipeg more or less thereabouts the price. Average, okay, because I am close to, this property. However, you also have to look at other things like distance. Sige, you're close by in the same subdivision, in the same barangay, in the same district, or in the same city. Or perhaps similar in terms of like, okay, you are in Baguio City, maybe comparable to a city close by in, let's say, so your Cordillera, maybe close by. Maybe, I don't know what is close by in terms of the features being comparable, even if it's a different place with a different set of rules. So perhaps maybe in La Union or Nueva Ecija or Pampanga, it would be good. Or maybe the price in Manila could be almost comparable to Cebu or Davao. So you'll have to look at the features. Parang distance kasi ang layo naman ng Davao, andun na sa Mindanao or how can it be comparable? But you have to look at the economy as well. Ano ba yung economy ng Davao? Maybe it's almost at par with Manila, economy of Cebu. And then, in the same place, parang pwede. Or maybe a bit lower. Pero distance is important. Like I said, better if it's like within the 50-kilometer radius of Metro Manila, then that would be good. But if you want Calabar zone, then you can go to 100 or 200. That may also be applicable. But these are the fringes, okay? So these are located outside. Pag peri-urban, then that's different because that's not urban anymore and it so becomes a different set of economies of scale. So then, when you say, this is comparable, okay lang. Tapos location, yun. If you compare, oh, I'm close to MRT, or I'm close to EDSA, or maybe I'm close to SLEX or NLEX. That's maybe a unique proposition. Or you're closer to a mall or a school. So then you can say, okay, pwede kong i-compare. So parang ang hirap, no? You have to look at all of this. Ang daming i-research to determine, am I comparable? So yung comps. But I think it is important so that we are able to get a good price. So I'm sure you do this, no? You look at all these features and the distance and location and triple L, di ba? When they say location, that's location, location, location. I find it funny, but I also find it useful. So you may say, oh, unahin natin ang location before other things. Then that is your call. You have to apply your professional judgment. So like for me, I'm sure there are more people here more experienced than me, and you would know how to say, oh, I think this criteria doesn't work for this property. Maybe there are other things, then you share it with us. That's good because then we will learn from each other and make sure na we share knowledge. Yun yung kailangan natin. Especially in the Philippines where we have a lot of very experienced real estate professionals. So we help each other. Okay. So next, you go to the physical and environmental characteristics. So it's similar to the comps. Here you look at what are the activity centers. Is it a city center, downtown ba? Is it close to a market, maybe a wet market or a mall, or it is close to your workplace? There are workplaces, especially for BPO personnel. They work so hard and so long that a long commute will really tax them. And people who also work in, our frontliners who work in hospitals, who work in schools, yung teachers, pagod na sila magturo and then they have to commute pa, di ba? Mostly our workers talaga would really like to take advantage of the rest that they can get as much as possible. And that includes me. I commute more than anything else. And then I'm left with little time na lang. Pero that is the reality, no? Especially if you work in a city. And then the green spaces, wow. Even if you are in Metro Manila and the condo that you're selling is what they say resort type living, wow. Then you can also give a premium price because then they'll say, yeah, I commuted or I have a short commute or whatever, and then you go to a place, merong wide swimming pool, greenery, lots of green space, lots of plants, lots of fresh air, tapos may blowing wind pa. It keeps you like, okay, I'm falling asleep na, sleepy na ako, di ba? So it's good. But also, people are conscious about, is it close to shops, restaurants, entertainment venues? Are there good schools for my children? How fast it is for me to go to the public transit? Or if I have a car, am I close to like C5 or to a bypass road that can take me off to the countryside when I'm tired, or during the weekends I want to forget everything, I just want to relax. So can I go right away without riding in a helicopter? I don't know how many of us have helicopters, pero alam ko mahal. So yeah, location is good because it's the commute that's important. Another feature that is already rising and getting to be popular among people are the natural features. You can see the condos that are rising along Manila Bay. They see the sunset, the sunrise, the blue skies, the waters, the sprawling landscape behind. You can see, like here in Quezon City, we see the Marikina watershed, we see the mountains. So, di ba, kahit pa paano, even if you are in a condo and living in a studio, then, oh wow, I look outside of my window. How much is the price? Maybe there's a premium to it. Those who are in the condominium, selling business or project development, maganda, make sure you have green spaces. Even if it's like a pocket garden in the middle of the condominium compound or in the parking lot where you have windbreakers, like wala kang forest, pocket forest, I don't know. If not, yun na lang maliit na forest in a pot sa paso where you can, diligan mo or maybe have an edible garden in your kitchen. One of the things that they also look at is free from flooding. Hindi siya then exposed to the strong winds. So how much is that? Can you add an additional price or premium to that because they are free from their cars being like they flow out to the river and then you have to get the high insurance for your property and the usable space. So malaki ba lot area and maliit ang structure. You have a floor area with garden amenities, etc., etc. So it's very important. We may take it for granted because the developers have a price already for the unit, but developers here, hello, maybe we can also somehow include proper maintenance of your space so that we give proper service to our clients. And then it becomes an added attraction. Magaling yung homeowners association. They take care of, the facilities, and then very encouraging. Pasok mo sa condo compound, malinis, service is, is very nice people, speak and span, etc. So the additional price, and even if it's not a condo, maybe it's just a house. Di ba? When you offer your house, you want it to be clean, you wanted everything to be like attractive and presentable. So kasama yon. So then let's go to interest rates. Whether we like it or not, at some point in our lives, and I think lucky for people who do not have to borrow money for anything, Kasi consumer goods, pwede to take out from your credit card and pay for your groceries, or you go to the malls and you pay with your credit card, or now electronic banking, so it's GCash. So, in your house, in your home, hindi lang house, pati home, because there's already the environment, the living environment where people have to be at peace, tranquil, relaxed. They have to recover so that they start a new day. So, how do you then put your expenses, and watch them carefully para if you need to borrow either to the bank or may ibang financing, even in-house financing for your home or for your properties, then you'd say, oops, I think this is a good deal, no? Even for your clients. You want your clients to feel na, oh, this transaction is good for me, whether buyer or seller, no? Even us, as real estate professionals, we want to make sure na everybody lives and completes the transaction with a good feeling. Para you get repeat clients. Wow. And then they say, oh, do you know ganito? Kasi I have extra money. I think I want to buy this. Or, my brother was promoted. He wants to buy a property. Or can you give me some advice because my office mate is asking about Odiba? So you have people who are now encouraged by your being a professional, very efficient and effective, and really they feel that you are concerned with their welfare, with their well-being. So you attract, everything positive. You attract more clients, you attract friends, your network is enlarged. You feel happy yourself, Kahit na sabi mo, hindi na tuloy transaction, but you are fulfilled with what you did. So, the universe will provide. God will provide. He will see everything. Your friends will know how hardworking you are, and your graces, your gifts will come. It will flow to you. So, ito, yung lower interest rate, is it good? Yes, it will encourage spending and the demand for goods and services. Parang, it's easier for us to pull out money from our pockets and buy. Ang result, when the demand becomes higher, then medyo, pwede nang mag-increase ang price kasi ma-absorb nung individuals who are involved in the transaction, or can be absorbed by the economy because there's a lot of money floating or flowing around. And then, mag-adjust yan. And because we have the Bangko Sentral ng Filipinas who's looking after the economy of the Philippines, they will try to review the interest rate and say, parang we have to do compute differently. So may mga computations and they upgraded on a quarterly basis, sometimes annually basis. But you'll see, if you monitor prices and the interest rates, makikita nyo there's an up and down. Okay? And we don't want the interest rates to be so exorbitant or high na hindi na maabot ng common tao. Because we want housing for everyone, di ba? And so we how to help, maybe let us also be reasonable with our rates. So di nag ano na, then sabi BSP, oy mag-adjust tayo because there's this and that. So nag-increase na yung interest rates. So mortgage, so yung loans rates are climb. The properties sometimes, naku, hindi na ma-afford, ang mahal na pala ng condo unit or ng house and lot, you know. So in the city, so people start going out cheaper kasi if you go outside of Metro Manila, but then you have to compute how much is the gas going back to work or is public transport available. So nag-lower ang demand. You see less people buying. So sellers now think, ay, lalo na if it's a burn sale, you know, they wanna sell. Sabihin, okay, maybe we can give a discount. Yan, maybe 10% discount para competitive so that we still remain attractive, di ba? So from the 6.25 interest rate ng Bangko Sentral, then you have a, you know, a spread because they have to on lend yung mga banks. So, or of other finance, parang 7 to 11%. Tell me if you find an interest rate na maganda. So we will be a client of your bank, di ba? So let's help each other nga. This is good. Next, just to talk about the credit cycle because it goes up and down and influences buying and spending. The credit cycle basically applies not only to the local market like Philippines, no? We are affected by the global trade, by the global market, okay? So makikita nyo din, I've shown you here places in Europe, tawag sa atin emerging Asia, okay? And then of course, there's the advanced Europe and the Eastern Europe, the Middle East, Africa, ganyan. So yun, nandun sa taas Latin America, etc. So you can see yung ating after COVID, I think I'm saying after because we have already managed it very well. So we are already recovering, nag-expand ang economy. And hopefully the downturn could be small or big, maybe not in the Philippines, but they are experiencing it in other regions of the world. And of course, nagre-repair kasi mga advanced countries, malaki ang economy, but the products or services that they provide, they have less clients, and so they have to repair their economy. However, the more advanced countries are able to peg a price kasi they have the money, the global they contribute to like 80% of the global economy, where we contribute to maybe sa atin Philippines, I don't know, 1%, 0.5%, and other Asian countries like China and Indonesia, these are the big economies and part of the big economies of the world too. So iyan, so mayroong corporate fundamentals, how do they value, but the price of course of houses in the US is different from our prices, credit conditions iba din. Pero nga, we are also influenced by what's happening globally, the asset quality. If you see yung heritage homes abroad, 100 years old, really the structure, wala kasi silang bagyo and earthquake, no? Pero their structures last for more than 100 years. And these are, like you can see the museums. I'm sure many of you have gone abroad. You've seen their museums. You've seen their houses. Hindi mo pwedeng i-maintain or i-reconstruct unless you go through the eye of the needle because there are many regulations they have to pass through. Diba? Ganon yun sa advance. Sa atin naman, may mga local governments that are very strict. And so, like, I know in special places like Vegan or Taal, you have to also get a lot of permits so that you cannot just demolish an ancestral home because you want to build a new structure. So may mga ganon. And then, of course, banking sector and then households. So majority of those part of the credit cycle are the households. Kasama tayo doon. So where are we in the equation? And here you can see the risk appetite. As you go recover and expand, yung risk, okay, I can take this risk somehow because then may fallback ako and I have other sources. Liquidity, I'm liquid. I have money. There's cash running around the economy. So, where are we? Okay, diba? And you can see, so, pag tumaas o bumaba, let us not be afraid, but let us also think, saan ba tayo dito? But as real estate professionals, are we concerned about this? I mean, sa ano lang naman, sa Department of Finance yan, or sa bankers lang yan, hindi kami concerned. So I will let you know later na kahit papano, we have to also be aware of the interest rates. Kasi tatanungin din tayo somehow, paano ba mangutang sa bangko? Saan bang magandang bangko? Then it's good that we know, di ba? Because it's part of the service we provide. Okay? So economic conditions. So iba pa yung interest rate, iba pa yung economic conditions. So, they have the monetary policy and the GDP, employment, manufacturing statistics, others, the prices of goods and services. So, during periods of growth, mataas, ang daming pera, no? And it's good, very good. But the government also has to ensure na balanced. And so somehow they have to cool the economy. Parang nag-heat up, okay? It's not only the climate that's heating up. It's not only global warming, climate change, but also economies can heat up. They raise taxes and run a budget, surplus. And you'd say, bakit may tumaas ng ilang percent na naman, even dun sa ating, di ba, sa amilyar. Some cities have raised their taxes. Sometimes it's really exorbitant. Parang, okay, hindi na kami construct dyan, dito na lang sa next town or further away because the taxes are so high. Or it can be absorbed, but it will go back again to the households. Sino ba magbabayad in the end ng taxes? Karamihan households. And of course, the industries. They have to pay, dapat, no? So, downturn naman, pag medyo kailangan i-boost ang economy, then they will have to stimulate. Okay? They'll have to do spending. Paano ba natin i-stimulate yan? Bababa ang prices and people can now more afford. So, nakita nyo in the other slide na may cycle na part talaga yan. That is part of life. That is a given. So, then we have to ride the tide and we have to be ready also and make sure now we can absorb, the flow of the tide, of the rise of the sun and settling of the sun because it's part of life, okay? So then, when you are aware of the economic conditions, you gauge, oy, ano bang value dito sa location ko? And if you're handling multiple locations, nako, very complicated, di ba? Because then you'll say, magkano nga ba sa Manila? Is it the same, almost the same value that for real estate in Pateros or Taguig or Makati? Iba, no? Oh, let's go to Laguna or to Bulacan. Or maybe let's go to Zamboanga. Is Sibugay like comparable to the price in Zamboanga City or maybe in Davao Oriental? Is it comparable to Davao del Norte, which is just adjacent to it? Or maybe Cagayan de Oro, which is like, anong presyo ba dyan? Is it reflective of the price in Bukidnon? Or maybe, let's go to Cavite. Oh, ang daming emerging economies. The LGUs are really growing so fast. So is it already close to the price of Tagaytay? Are we that expensive na? Or can we like be more reasonable in Talisay or in Silang that, it's still affordable? Or let's go down to Dasmariñas. Diba? So it's very exciting, but it also takes a lot of time. Parang, paano na ba 'to? We will have to look at all these conditions and say, tama ba yung price ko or not? Then we go back there then to the comps. So maraming conditions. But it makes our life, 'di ba? It's only in the Philippines. Life is really exciting. So now our economy is expanding, I can assure you. And as you know, yung residential construction projects, and not only residential, pati industrial and commercial are rising. And so the inventories are increasing. What will happen? Will it lower the prices? Will it be maintained as status quo? What do you think? Or like there are condos, as you know, which are like in the how many figures ba? 7 figures, baka 8 figures pa. So you are catering to the high end na of clients. So or are you doing the low cost housing? So meron kang in between, or you know that all of these things will just even out in the end. So it's exciting, di ba? It's a very good industry, our what we're doing. Then again, do not forget yung local government policy. Kasi kami, when we ask, okay, saan ba tayo? Dito sa magko-construct kami sa Pampanga. So, ano ba ang ano natin diyan? Particularly in a one place, um, ano yung land use? Ano yung classification? Magpapa-reclassify ba tayo or not? Ano ba ang ordinance ng local government diyan? Will they accept, for example, agricultural, will they accept poultries in this barangay? May mga barangay, especially in Batangas, not all barangays can cater to poultries or piggeries. So livestock is out. So may mga from 1 to 24 barangays, only maybe 5 barangays are allowed to have those livestock projects. So, wow, tumataas ngayon ang value ng agricultural lands because meron kang unique proposition. Yung barangay ko lang ang nag-a-allow nun. Search for other barangays, they're not allowed. That includes memorial parks, okay? Or even industrial zones. So, maglalagay ba ako ng within economic zone, or if I'm able to identify an industrial land, medyo mahal, will the local government allow me based on their zoning regulation or on the building code? May local building code, may green building code na tayo. So, how much will be your development cost in the end? And is it desirable, from the buyer? Na, okay, medyo mataas na tayo dyan, magkano ba? Or, mababa lang ang price, but they have to travel far. So, then you have to balance again. May short supply ba o lot of supply? May high demand ba o low demand? Then, how can you adjust? And then you either spur, maintain, or maybe adjust the property values. Sabi na, oy naku, grabe, ang dami pala nito. And then, it can also create attractive investment opportunities. Because while the prices may go up, very attractive siya. Oh, so, make sure that you're friends with your regulatory offices, di ba? In the local government. So you're close to the municipal administrator or the municipal engineer or the municipal or provincial planning officer, or maybe in the should, so that you know that you have the national laws and you are up to date, di ba? And hindi tayo nagva-violate ng anything, and we are even guided kasi they provide incentives as well. So maximize that. So, then, ano ba ang services available? May plano ba na maglagay dyan ng magandang kalsada? Provincial road ba? Barangay road? Are they going to concretize the roads hanggang dun sa barangay road? Paano yung access to the highway? May kuryente ba? I'm sure almost all energized na except maybe some may off-grid, mayroon na naman tayong mga solar uh, panels o batteries na pwedeng magamit. So another thing yan, may technologies, okay? May tubig ba? Metro Manila is already, connected to the water system, but there are areas that the subdivisions will have to have their own water supply. So malakas ba ang pressure? Kasi wala kaming tubig sa gabi or sa umaga walang tubig kasi maraming gumagamit, and then you have impound water, collect water so that sa gabi, because that's where the pressure is high kasi less users, so that when I wake up in the morning and take a bath, I have water, may sanitation. So before, hindi required yung mga may septic tank, of course, but sewage treatment plants, hindi dati required. Ngayon, lahat ng subdivision, so should have STPs. Not only that, may proper garbage collection, may ba? Maayos ba yung LGU when it comes to that? And then, of course, sa mga bata, they have to have schools, and then the places of work, etc. So, that's very important, so, kasama sa price yun. Minsan, we take it for granted. And sometimes, if you look at it, naku, ang tagal pala mag-compute ng price. But at the end of the day, how much will the seller sell? Ito, ganito. And then, be friends with your sellers. Para you tell them, ma'am, would you like to, like, let me share with you some information that would make your price better? Or, take it or leave it, whether you like it or not. Ito ang price ko, ganon. So, okay. So, how do you handle that? Diba? We have to be nice and we have to say, okay po. And then, if the seller says, oh, this is what I want, say, okay, fine. So, I'm gonna sell, but if it takes like 3 months or 6 months, hindi po gumagalaw, you may want to reconsider. Or, let's all be, how's that? Patient. Patience is a virtue. And maybe the economic conditions are not right. Or maybe you're so lucky that, wow, one after the other, in 1 month, you have 20 sales right away. Congratulations. So, that's also good, di ba? Very good. So you look at the local market. It's important also to know. So you don't only look at Metro Manila. Maybe within Manila or Quezon City, meron pocket or local economy happening, which is also important to consider. So are you in a buyer's market or in a seller's market? Wherein kukonti lang ang buyers but many homes are on the market, buyer's market, no? So, yung price mo talagang mag-adjust because you want to sell, especially those who are in need, or those who are going abroad and then there's nobody left behind to ensure that your home is properly managed, and so you just want to let go. Or are you in a seller's market? Lots of buyers, few homes, wow, nice. Because then you can have a good price, no? Kukonti lang to, maybe I can add a bit kasi maraming naghahanap ng ganito, 'di ba? But also another thing on that side is the other side, which we cannot really put a price kasi minsan emotional na lang or it's a dream. So they are concerned about the image, the branding, and also the reputation of the developer. May good workmanship ba yan? Dependable ba siya? High quality ba? Will I enjoy and have a nice experience in this area? Will it bring me the money that I need for my business, so commercial? Is it going to attract more clients for me? Yan, tinitingnan nila yan. On the other hand, may negative naman. Baka may bad management or it's known for crime, poverty, homelessness. Natatakot ang investors pumunta doon because, they are concerned about their security and their safety. So you also have to look at that. And you have to assure your buyers na, okay po, this is a situation. Pero you don't naman go away or turn back opportunities for you to sell in places that are, like challenging. And then you adjust. But it's good also to know all these things, the conditions of the community, kasi pwede nilang tanungin, or if they're not concerned, talagang location lang ang importante, and all the challenges are manageable, then fine. So, you're on top of your work, you're on top of your game. Let me see. Sorry, did I lose you? Okay.
Okay po, nandito pa kayo.
Oh yeah, okay, thank you. Pero yung aking slide ata tumalon. Sorry.
Local market yung nakalagay. Yun pa din.
Yun pa din. Okay, thank you. Ano lang yung sleep yung aking. Okay. So, doon naman sa build structures, kasi we were talking about in general, no, different types of properties. Doon naman, let's just dive into the build structure. If you're talking about houses, condos, buildings, may mga built environment. Then an additional criteria would be look at the age. So, bagong construct ba or 5 years ba siya, 10 years, 25 years, or i-demolish na yan, so book value is 0. And then you look at let me see, medyo nag-ano yung aking laptop. Then you look at the look or architectural design. Okay, so yun ba ay ang gusto ng ating client? Are they looking for like modern look, or are they looking for something that's medyo ancestral style? And then let me see, there's something happening to my laptop. Okay, so this is the last. So ganyan, we don't want na unfinished ang project, so it will look like this. And then you turn away and say, no, we cannot do it because of the change in economic conditions, or the interest rates are so high that hindi na namin kayang habulin. We want everybody to be successful and to be able to say, I am a winner and I am, slaying this, and I am coming out as the one who controls, my fate and my direction, and that anything else will be under me and I'll be able to handle it. And God is in front of me, by my side, behind me. My friends too are there to propel me, to support me, to make sure that I'm successful. And we can also do that, of course, with our other colleagues. So, yan po. That in a nutshell provides us factors influencing prices. So, dun sa bentahan, just let me know, was I able to provide clear insights o lalong na-model yung basis ng pricing? Because then it's also a science. It's also an art. And sometimes your intuition as a real estate professional will have to kick in, because then you'll say, this doesn't sound right. Or, oh, this sits well and I think I'll go for this. Or, okay, let's be reasonable and let's review and let's be open-minded and let's work together. So, yun po. So, that's it. And for the pricing, I would really like everyone to go to a professional real estate appraiser for the proper valuation of the properties. Kasi sila will stick by kung anong regulations ng government when it comes to pricing. There are standards, but also the real estate appraisers are trained to do proper assessment and appraisal, and that their names are definitely on the line kasi, di ba, may license sila eh. They'll have to make sure that they will have to be truthful, honest, transparent, professional in their reporting. So, I think I will take questions if you have questions. Hello?
Hello.
Yes po.
Thank you, Cons Maya, for that very comprehensive lecture. Now we are ready now for our Q&A. Our dear participants, please.
Jen Donald. Pa-picture
hello.
pa-picture muna tayo sa lahat ng participants.
Okay,
So,
press.
so I will stop share that lalabas tayo sa PowerPoint.
Yes, Cons.
Opo, thank you.
Thank you po. And to all our participants, kindly open your camera for our photo op. Ayan.
Q&A.
Ayan. Open your cameras and smile. Partner Sol,
Please flash.
Okay, I'll
your
take
remarks.
each one.
ikaw na mag-take ng picture.
Smile.
Smile.
Pa-open lang po ng cam.
Please open your cameras.
Yeah, page 2.
Miss Catherine
Page 2.
Banok. Yan.
Page 2. Okay. Wag po munang paalisin yung camera. All of us. Page 3 po. Okay. And then page 4. Page 4. Page 5. Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you po. We are now ready to entertain your questions. Please type in our chat box to our dear participants.
Or you can unmute yourself to personally interact with our resource speaker.
Yes.
May mga tanong po ba kayo para sa ating speaker si Cons Maya?
Mukhang very well said ang mga points ni
Ayun,
Cons.
may isang
Hala,
question.
baka nakatulog na, sorry.
Hello, Cons. May question po si Mr. Poblete Robinson.
Okay.
What other things aside from the mention from slide, additional increase of the house and lot or lot only? Ayun, matindihan tanong niya.
Baka may idadagdag pa daw bukod dun sa mga nasabi ni Cons
Parang
May.
nabitin yata siya sa presentation.
Ay, hindi, iba pa daw factors that
Other factors.
that
Other
would
factors.
would
Aside
increase the
Okay.
value of the property. Siguro, Cons, paano daw kung artista ang may-ari?
Baka may
Ayun.
factor yun.
Value
Tama
siguro.
ba yun? Hindi niya kasi na ni Cons yun, yung factor na yun.
Oo.
Artista may-ari,
Oo,
national
diba?
artist, politiko.
Politiko,
Oh my
yes.
God.
Ganun po ba?
Yeah.
Nakakapag-affect po ba yun?
Well, in some way, may bragging rights, di ba? Sabihin mo, this house is owned by the national artist. Value. Kasi kung showbiz, I'm sure those who can afford, I'm sure they will put a lot of nice furnishing. If furnishing is included, kung hindi naman included, pero pag gano'n na sabihin mo, may stature ang or then they will have a very good architectural design. So if you want to increase a particular structure, some structure or lot, so depende kasi sa purpose of the property to the buyer, no? So if the buyer wants a nice house and lot, then maybe you can bring in some new furnishings, or you can offer, depende sa seller, na okay, I'll add more, like, plants, or I will enhance the garden, or I can repaint as is where is. Pag as is where is, then of course take it, you take what's there. However, if then there'll be a fee, syempre. So repaint mo, ganyan, you add nicer roofs, or yung garage, kung may extra space pa, expand mo pa. So it's possible. So pwede naman i-change, ma-enhance. Kung lot naman, make sure may proper drainage para naman baka bumabaha dun sa kalsada ay mag-overflow sa lot mo. So baka pwede mong tambakan. But then again, that's another expense, di ba? So whatever is reasonable, it can be done. Nothing is impossible. It can be done. So just open your mind and say, this is affordable for me if I spend maybe 50,000 or 100,000 so that I can get a better price. Why not? Do it. Kung yung 100,000 naman na expense mo can up your price by 1. So it can be adjusted. It can be improved, basically. Yeah. You may have to go to an architect, an engineer, or interior designer to help you spruce up the place, or a landscape planner. Pero it's everything you can improve the price by improving the property. There's a question here on the location. Yeah, the location definitely will make a big difference. Kasi nga ganun. Pag, like I said, yung
Cons Maya,
proposition.
Cons Maya, sorry. There's another question
po.
here. Thank you from Miss Marites Cordero. Thank you
Yes.
for your insightful presentation. How do you deal with prospective buyers who have certain biases and prejudices? For example, Chinese clients who don't like the number 4 in addresses. Baliktarin mo na lang, Cons? Baliktarin mo yung 4 sa
O
number.
tanggalin mo yung 4.
Tanggalin
Huwag mo lang ilagay sa straight. Yung number 4.
Tanggalin mo ng ganun. Tanggalin mo dun sa Pero paano
O
nga
yung
ba, Cons? How do you deal?
Feng Shui kasi, sa Feng Shui, then you have to ask, meron naman yan, they call it treat. So ano ang pang-treat mo sa numbers? So meron silang nilalagay na pwedeng i-ward off yung shall we say the bad luck because of a number. May pang-treat sila. They put a mirror, or they put something else, or they locate it in the north, the south, the east, the west, depende sa birthday. So there's treatment. I think the clients will also be able to help. So baka, kasi minsan, if somebody raises something, ang tinatanong ko, ano po kaya ang solusyon kung kayo ang mag-face ng ganong problem? And then they will help you. They'll think out of the box and say, ito kasi gusto ko. O di bigay mo yung gusto, di ba? So there's always a solution. Otherwise, benta mo yung kapitbahay, hindi na 4 yung kapitbahay. 5 na yun. So that could be something.
Cons, may question
Yes.
tayo from REBAP LMP Maria Teresa Abueg. Please unmute po. She's raising her hand.
Ayan. Please unmute po.
Actually, I have no question. I'm just trying why I'm still parang naka-close yung video kanina sa picture taking, and so I tried lang. Actually, I have no question. I'm sorry.
Okay po.
Okay po. Partner, another question. Ito medyo interesting yung tanong niya. From Miss May Peralta, good morning. Thank you for the opportunity. I would like to ask if the unit owner would like to sell her unit but she is still paying her down payments to the developer. Can she sell it on the current market price of the unit? When can the unit owner sell it?
Yes po, pwede naman. You can sell even if you're paying down payment to the developer, then ita-transfer lang po yun sa kanya. But arrange it with the developer so that there's proper transfer. And then, yeah, current market price, as long as walang damage sa unit o sa property, so that it's still comparable to the new units. Okay? So when, I think anytime naman, even if you just made your installment, you're still doing installment payments to the developer. And better to consult the developer. They may have some rules, but I'm sure they will not agree na hindi mo pwedeng ibenta kasi even if they're doing down payment, it can be transferred to another owner po.
May follow-up question pa siya. How do we know that the selling price of the seller of the house is right price? Is it based on zonal value? How do we compute what is covered by seller and buyer in transferring? Wow, mahaba tong seminar, no?
Another seminar to
Another
po.
topic siya.
Another topic.
Marisol.
Kung saan daw nagbe-base ng value. Naghang yata si
Hello,
Cons.
naghang si Cons.
Oh, si Marisol, kayang-kayang sagutin yan.
Yan, Cons.
Appraiser
Cons
yan eh, Cons
Marisol.
Marisol.
Based on
Take it away.
yeah, in respect to Engineer Maya, pero nawala na nga siya. So habang iniintay natin siya, ang basis ng value natin, it's whichever is higher lagi, no? Zonal value, no? Pwede kang mag-base ng zonal value, market value. So titignan nyo dapat yung zonal value, meron tayo niyan sa BIR website. And then yung market value, yun nakukuha yun kung gusto nyo yun yung sinasabi ni Cons Maya na comparables, no? Or kung medyo alanganin kayo kung tama ba yung presyo ng comparables nyo, kasi parang minsan baka yung reference nyo hindi rin naman niya alam kung magkano niya pepresyohan. Kumbaga masaya na siya kasi na o sige, okay na sa akin yung ganitong presyo kasi ang kailangan ko lang naman maliquidate si property kasi aalis na ako. May mga factors na ganun nagmamadali na yung seller, no? So might as well consult a professional, ang real estate appraiser na makatulong sa inyo. Siya na yung gagawa ng lahat ng mga reports. Yan. So lagi tayong in transferring naman covered by seller and buyer. So medyo mahaba po ito, pero ang kalakaran is laging ang CGT sa seller yan, capital gains tax. Kasi yun yung kumbaga yun yung kinita niya for selling the property, no? And then yung buyer, syempre lahat ng mga transfer taxes kasi ito transfer sa pangalan niya. Yun para madali niyong maalala. So ganun yung mga bayarin. And then yung mga documentations yan lagi sa buyer yan. Kasi wala namang kumbaga wala namang gagastusin si seller kung walang buyer. Kaya yung mga transfer, documentation, mga notarial, lahat yan sa buyer. So si seller, ang binabayaran niya is the capital gains tax, and syempre kung meron siyang broker, siya yung magbabayad ng broker's fee or the professional fee na nag-a-advertise ng property niya. Ayun. So thank you for your question.
Very
Okay,
well said.
And
if you need the services of an appraiser, Ma'am
Ayan.
Marisol, Cons Marisol, paki-flash ang iyong QR code.
mag-stop video ako. Ayan, paki-scan nyo na
Paki-scan na lang
Opo.
ang kailangan nyo ng appraiser.
Yan. You can contact me or
Licensed
email
appraiser
me.
yan.
Yan.
O, komisyon
Ayan.
ko dyan ha, yung komisyon ko dyan.
Ayan.
O, game na.
Ay, nakapasok
Pakapasok
lang.
na ulit.
Kakapasok lang ni Cons Maya. Nawala siya. Ayun siya.
Oo, naka-webinar. Nandiyan na ba siya?
Naka-webinar committee siya.
Sorry, hello. Ayan na,
Ayan.
bumalik.
Welcome back, Cons.
Ayan, welcome back,
Oh,
Cons.
sorry, nawala. Yeah.
Ano yun?
So next question na, Sec Jen.
Okay
Sige.
po.
Hindi ko siya mabasa. Pero yung pabasa mo.
Nasaan na ba tayo?
Hindi yata yung iPad ko.
Ayan. So from Evelyn, Miss Evelyn Pineda, eto na ba? Thank you for a very clear presentation. May I ask how the recent substantial increase in BAR zonal value affect the current selling price? Should the market price increase immediately? How would you adjust?
Yeah, very good question. That's already reflects the economic conditions and the interest rates. Actually, ang effect kasi nun sa seller is that dun sa kanilang amilyar, of course, mag-i-increase yung tax, but they're selling it. So, the increase in real estate tax would be absorbed by the buyer. So, in the end, for me, it doesn't matter whether nag-increase yung values, but it's up to the seller if they're willing to let go. Kasi, nakatay din yun sa niya sa maybe investments niya. So if it is they're selling now and they want to increase their values now, how much was the investment on the structure? If it was done 5 years, 10 years down the line, for me, I don't think you should increase the value. So the structure may remain the same value. However, the land may be more expensive because there is an increase in the tax. So pwedeng i-adjust ang price. Pero kasi if you want to be reasonable and you want to sell, yun nga, depende sa needs ng seller. So if the seller can absorb not increasing the price and still be happy to let go, then maintain the price. Pero kung iniisip ng seller, lugi ako kasi gumastos ako ganyan, kasi meron akong overhead, blah, blah, blah. I want to increase the price. Then, increase the price. Pero, you also have to look at the capacity of your buyer. Are they willing to absorb a higher price? Is the market conditions right to absorb a higher price? Kaya yun ang I laid down the fact. Kasi we are not only looking at the pockets of the seller or the buyer. We are looking at the overall economy. And so what is ripe, what is proper, yun po. Kaya hindi straightforward eh. So my answer here is it's not straightforward. It depends on seller how much they want to sell, but if they think they can go high, why not? Yun lang. May makukuha ka bang buyers if you go high? If they're willing to absorb, fine. You can test the market. You can say, okay, I'm selling this property for 20 million. Walang kumakagat. O sige, discount ko, 18 million, 20. So may percentage. Then you see. But if you're willing to wait, why not? Pero yun na nga, depending nga sa needs. If they want to sell it within 3 months or 6 months, then they will have to adjust.
Okay. Cons Maya, tatlong values kasi yan, di ba? Yung zonal value natin, market value, and then the selling values or the selling price na ang nagsiset is the seller or the owner.
Yes.
Ayan. So,
Thank you, Cons.
Thank you.
Appraiser yan. Si Cons Marisol.
So medyo ma-research nga talaga, like yung presentation mo, maraming factors, lahat yan tinitingnan or nire-research ng isang appraiser. Okay, next question. How about affected by natural disaster like earthquake, flood, traffic congestion? Previously, it was not affected by the natural calamity. Due to climate change, many parts of the city, including provinces, are affected. How do you calculate the depreciation value of the particular property?
No,
Wow, computation.
very good. Magbigay ba tayong formula? Ano ba? Depreciation. May depreciation rates naman tayo na standard. Pero ano kasi yan while there's depreciation, there's also the factor of inconvenience and also the attraction for the property as an investment, which cannot be absorbed by depreciation. So, meron ka rin i-consider na loss. I have seen in some villages who were like ganyan sa Provident Village, no? They have suffered a lot. And while pwede mong i-compute yung standard depreciation rates, overall, there's that fear of, the same disaster or flooding happening. And so they don't want it anymore. So kaya nga ganun may iba pang mga considerations. But for depreciation rates, you can find that. And the banks will be very happy to share that with you. We can share it also. Kaya lang yun nga, hindi lang depreciation talagang tinitingnan. If you look at because we are part of the group that have looked at forecasting for Metro Manila, you will see may sea level rise. So years will come na may areas na masasubmerge. And so that is also one thing na magandang i-research nyo. Ano ba to? Na whether we like it or not, because of climate change, may sea level rise, will we be affected or not? Kaya nga, may role talaga tayo and may responsibility to know all this information because we're all professionals. Yun po.
Yan, thank you.
Thank you, Cons.
Back, Secgen.
So, ang nakikita kong questions dito is from Miss Rowena De Leon. Are there any agencies, association, open, who would help me sell my property easily, who has more connections to buyers?
REBAP. Connect to REBAP.
Yes, REBAP.
They have a very wide network and they will help you sell your properties.
Another from Miss June Mir Dueñas. I think this is from REBAP Global City. Is there a data bank we can check dito sa Pinas? Other countries kasi they have files of properties recently sold to use as comparative.
Okay. Well, one comparative will be very useful, no? You go to the websites of banks. Well, although foreclosed properties yun, makikita nyo more or less kung magkano yung prices doon. You can also go to the website of DOF and then they will also, like prices din for properties nakalagay. So, meron naman po na ma-check sa internet and it's all open. Even BIR will have its own database of the prices. Kaya lang zonal values, but still, you will have an indication of the prices in the Philippines for different properties po.
Sec Donald, balik lang tayo sa taas. Merong question si Mr. Giancarlo Barnacha. Cons Maya, may tita kasi ko, pwede ba mag-change ng contract price? Kasi yung nabili niya dati, tanaw yung likod ng Forbes Park. Now, bigla may nagpapatayo pala sa likod ng kondo na nabili niya. Ayun, hindi na tanaw si Forbes. part ba yun ng risk ni buyer or nagkulang si broker na hindi niya alam yung ganun? What if mangyari yung ganun, paano ko po i-handle?
Okay, very good question. Yeah, that's a good question. Actually, when you identify naman a property and may construction, you have to advise your buyer na, oh, may vacant lot po. Kung ano ang nandyan, pwedeng may magtayo. And kung may na-obstruct yung view, I think that's part of the risk kasi hindi naman nakasama dun sa contract nyo na I will have a 360 view of my surroundings and I will be guaranteed that this will be maintained unless you live in the house of the 40th floor of a condominium. Yun talaga, I don't know kung meron pang itatay yung mas mataas pa doon, but there will be a long distance. So yun, that is part of the risk. And as a like a real estate professional, always make sure pag may vacant lot, ano na yun? This is one factor that I have to see. May project ba dyan in the next year or so? And kung private lots, mahirap naman puntahan yun. Tanungin mo, magtatayo ba kayo ng garahe dyan o ng 5-story building sa loob ng property nyo? Maybe not. Hindi mahirap gawin yon. So there's always the risk of a view being obstructed, and I don't think naman na maybe the broker didn't know about it, but the broker should have done their due diligence and check, may bakante, ano kayang pwedeng mangyari, and advise. Kasi for some, hindi sila conscious na may open view. But for others, minsan yun na lang ang basis kaya sila bumili dahil sa open view. So it's good to understand the needs of your client so that in advance sabi mo na changing the contract price, I don't think you can change that because it is beyond the the handle of the contractor, of the owner of the building na binilhan mo. Kung may tumayo doon sa kabila o hindi na niya sakop yun eh. Ibang property, ibang owner. I hope I answered your question. Thank you.
Ayan. Thank you. Another is from Miss Ann Cuevas. How do we deal po sa mga overpricing property or unit? Is there a proper forum po ba? Yung mga overpricing.
Overpriced.
Oo, as a professional, kung broker ka, you have to advise mo yung mga client. Sige.
Yeah. Yung OP nakakatuwa. Pero what is your basis for overpricing? Is it compared to the standard price of the units in the building? Paano mo nasabing overpriced? O ito yung offer nung seller tapos nagdagdag ka, kaya ka nag-OP. So then you have to be very clear because then you have to also be transparent to your seller. Ito pong price nyo, I think I can sell it double or maybe may increase ng konti. Or ayaw mong sabihin pero later mabooking ka so you will lose the trust of your seller. So it's good always to maintain transparency, integrity, trust. I think that's very important so that you can get repeat clients. But yun nga, kung yung overprice mo compared to others, baka hindi ka nga makabenta. Alam nila ang price ng unit dito, 7 million per unit, tapos nagbenta ka ng 8. Ano yung 1 million difference? Baka may furnishing. Then you also have to be ready to support your overprice in case nalaman ng buyer, bakit yung na ganito? Tapos ang price mo ganyan. Sometimes it comes back eh. So be ready to answer. And then be ready to let go. Naku, na-booking ako. Ay, sorry po, may discount nga. 1 million, tama kayo. You have to be humble enough to accept your mistake. So, pag kliyente, umamin ka.
Very well said.
Very well said.
Oo.
Another question from Eleanor Hieronimo. Siguro nag-come up siya because climate change. How will you sell if the property's location is elevated but the area before reaching the property is flooding high? Convincing without lying to buyers.
Yeah. Yeah. Hanap ka na lang ng iba. I don't know, baka may bridge or something. There is another way going to that area. Maybe you can have to be open and look for other routes, you know? So, halimbawa, kami pupuntang Cubao. Saan ka ba pwedeng dumaan? Pwede kami dumaan EDSA, pwede kaming dumaan New York, pwede kaming dumaan 20th Avenue, pwede kaming dumaan Kalayaan, pwede kaming dumaan Kamuning. Okay? So, there. Be, like, may overview ka. Ito, Google Maps, saan ka pwedeng dumaan. So, but kung cul-de-sac o kung talagang dead end, andun ka talaga sa dulo, tapos walang ibang area. Kung may, sa akin lang, kung developer, baka may right of way doon, bilhin ko na lang para pwede silang dumaan, walang baha doon. Kung merong ganon. Otherwise, be open and say, okay, hindi po kayo mababaha doon sa papunta doon. Kasi bumili ng bangka o motorboat. Makakarating kayo doon, enjoy pa kayo. Sagwan. Anyhow, be wary of the factors or the physical conditions. Yung physical characteristics explain. And then also know kung may project ang barangay na pwedeng itaas ang kalsada. You know, minsan kasi may ganun. I've seen, although talagang nabaha na yung mga bahay, there are portions along Manila Bay that are, you know, hindi lang baha, hindi lang rain. It's the tides. Pag nag-high tide, pasok ang tubig. So, paano yung property mo? Hindi mo na mapigilan ang tide. High tide, low tide, that's already the moon and the magnetic force, etc., etc. So, how then you address that? So, one way is may project ang local government. Kaya ngayon, local policy, government policy. May plano ba silang itaas ang elevation so that pwedeng daanan yung area, pero underwater yung mga bahay, yung you know, so just be ay nawala yung aking signal. So just make sure that you know what's happening, and kung bahain and there's at the end sa akin, bigyan mo ng discount, bakit kagatin, but be open para yung discount na ibibigay pambili niya ng bangka.
Okay. Pero Cons Maya, kailangan yata ng nito, feasibility study. Question from
Oy,
Miss Teslat.
okay, go.
Would you think
Exciting.
a 195 square meter residential lot command a higher lot price than divide the lot into 3 times 65 square meter and sell it individually? Will the bigger lot sell higher than the smaller lot size located in a regular subdivision, setting aside the zonal value basis?
Okay, very good question din. Parang case study yan
Utility.
kasi may mga subdivisions, may regulations sila. You cannot chop up a lot. And you have to ask the subdivision kung may rules silang ganun. Sa'yo nga yun, pero hindi naman allowed na mag-chop up. Kasi magmumukha ng, low-cost housing na, mawawala yung image and view. Imagine, other lots have 195, tapos ikaw tatlong. So if that's allowed, then you have to have maybe single pero attached. So parang magiging townhouse siya. Pwede naman. Pero if you have like single detached na nakatayo dun sa 365, parang hindi na ata, I don't know, maybe, I don't know about the look. I cannot tell you. I can advise if I have enough information. But yun yung una. Ask the subdivision if there are rules that pwede mag-chop up, number 1. Number 2, doon sa buyer, be truthful and tell them, ganito po ang lot, ganito, and you have to maintain a certain like decency in the structure that you will have to construct. Otherwise, Hindi po pwedeng ganito, ganito, ganito lang because then it will also reduce the value of the not only of the lot but also of the property in general. So, give proper advice kung po pwede. Pero yeah, I guess pwede pag may magandang design. Ibenta mo na rin pati yung ano architectural structural design para hindi lang lot pati yun. So that hindi sila mag-iba-iba ng design and then medyo pangit tingnan kasi maliit na yung yung ganun, tatlong from 195. Yeah, so magiging 65 almost. Oh, maliit na yun. And then, is it like square ba? Na tatlong, kasi mahirap pag hinati mo yung square, tatlong rectangles na yun na mahahaba. So parang apartment style. So wala na silang space in between, nakadikit na. So may firewall ka. So then if you have that kind of design, the three have to agree that we are going to construct a townhouse or 365 and maximize the space. So 65, magtitira ka pa bang 1 meter, 2 meter sa gilid? Eh paano kung hindi mag-agree yung tatlo? Then nakabenta ka ng isang maliit, yung dalawa hindi nabenta dahil wala namang gustong ganong style na dikit-dikit, firewall lang, tapos maliit na lang. So, yeah, that calls for a consultant and somebody, another professional to help you. But it's possible. Anything is possible.
Ayan. Thank you, Cons. Meron pa pong question. Pwede pa, Cons?
Yeah,
Cons
go
Mara,
ahead.
pwede pa?
I'm enjoying. This is a
Yeah.
very nice group.
From,
Thank you.
From Ms. Cheryl Flores Ambas. Good morning po. May I ask po, may client po ako na may-ari ng property sa isang exclusive village. Then he is selling the said property. But when we visit the site, meron po nagtayo ng small house. Hindi po siya mapaalis ng may-ari. He reported it also to the HOA. But even HOA, they can't do anything. How do we handle this kind of situation?
Allah. Paano nangyari? The HOA can't do anything. Kawawa naman, ano? Yeah. May mga real estate professionals who are experts on that. Baka pwede. Yeah, you can unmute. I think, di ba? Cons
I think si
Marisol.
Cheryl.
IPP Lorenzo III may experience sa pagpapaalis.
Yun. Galing.
Illegal settlement kasi to no?
Oo nga. Oo nga. What? Ay, hindi siya maka-unmute.
Cons, sheriff na, no?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Ayun, walang yan.
Sharing.
Medyo ano,
Pero pwede.
we're not ready, we're not ready.
Anong tanong mo?
Yung
Advisor third. Meron
Anong
daw
tanong mo?
meron daw sa subdivision to meron daw nakatayo doon sa bahay nung may-ari. Noon lang niya nalaman nung sinight viewing nila. Hindi mapaalis yung bahay na nandun, small house, sa lot niya, pati HOA cannot do anything.
Hindi ejectment natin yun. Ejectment lang naman yan. Napakasimple lang. Napakasimple lang yan. Ejectment.
Sa barangay, no?
Ejectment, barangay muna. And then after 3 consecutive, ang tawag dito, hearings with the barangay, bibigyan ng certificate of action yun. Mabilis lang yun, within 3 months, lalayas ka. No? Okay, kausapin mo na pinang mabuti. Kasi ako, may pinalayas ako dito sa Manila, 14 na na mga tao. Actually, nangungupahan.
wow.
Walang di nagbabayad. Pero binenta ko yung property. So yung kinausap ko barangay lang. Napakasimple lang. So ready ka ng pambayad, no? At least we paid 50,000 pesos per household para umalis sila. Yun, palayas ko naman. Nabenta ko yung property eventually. It's during pandemic pa, no? 2021 or 2022. Parang gano'n. So gano'n lang.
Okay.
Mabilis lang. If you have any questions, call REBAP Global City.
Paki-announce ang iyong contact number.
0915-685-7178.
paki-chat, nawawala ka.
Nawawala, paki-chat
Advisor
ang iyong
Third.
contact
Wala
number.
sa sarili. Kung kailangan niyo po ng mga loans, no, mag-negosyo tayo, mga real estate loans, no. Loans with collateral so non-collateral, we are availing, no. Pag with collateral, kailangan namin commercial or industrial. Kapag non-collateral, pwede po basta magandang cash flow, no. Tapos appraisal din po ako kung kailangan niyo ng mga appraisal works, pwede rin po. Yung mga kailangan sa court, pwede rin po ako yan. Yan. Yun, no?
Ayan.
Number niya.
Ayan,
Tapos subscribe natin yung
Nice.
Global City chapter, FB page and YouTube channel. Kanina pa akong chat ng chat. At saka yung hashtag na 4, no? O yan, para ipalaganap natin ang good vibes ng REBAP Global City. The home of young, dynamic,
Yes.
vibrant, and passionate.
you,
Real
Advisor
brokers.
Third.
Yan.
Okay.
And
Thank you, Advisor Third.
So,
Thank you
dito,
po.
ano ba si Coles Maya ba? Ano ba to? Broker ng REBAP or Pareb?
Parang po.
Parang.
BR ako, MBR. Parang.
Sige, susunod lipat po kayo ng REBAP Global City, ha?
Sila guys, ano ko, Batangas.
Okay po. Sige po. Thank you po.
Thank you
Thank
po.
you,
Thank
Advisor
you.
Third.
Consol, also may I announce
Mhm.
for all of our participants, if you have properties to sell or other questions regarding properties, you may please like first our FB page, and you can message us 24/7 po, may sasagot po sa inyo doon sa aming Facebook Messenger. We of course we are a pool of brokers, appraisers, consultants, engineers din po, may mga engineers din tayo, accountants, and legal lawyers. May mga lawyers din po tayong members of REBAP Global City. So we are 85 members strong. Yan.
Wow.
Maya, pwede na, lipat na.
Yeah. Biruin mo, the
Oh,
participants are more than your members. So kung member yung mga participants mo, grabe.
Opo.
You can
Tandaan.
email us also at info@rebapglobalcity.com.
Ayan.
Secgen, pa-chat na lang. info@rebapglobalcity.com. Thank you.
Yan. So, paano na lang po sa chat box. Yan,
Info.
mga questions kasi ng properties to sell. We can help you out. Starting from appraisal. So, andyan po yan si Consol. Yan, maano po natin yan. We're a one-stop shop. One-stop shop po ng inyong mga needs.
Sheila, madami pa tayong questions, pero I think
Marami pa, oo.
tayo, no?
Stuck na.
May tanong po. How to become a member of REBAP? O yan na. May recruit na tayo.
Okay. So,
Ganda is
Chat us.
licensed brokers, appraisers, consultants, yun po yung mga natin, we're accepting members for that. Please do like our page and chat nyo po kami doon sa Messenger or at info@rebapglobalcity.com. Email lang po kayo, and we will ask for your details, telephone number, and we will have our VP for internal, CRB Joyce Manzano, contact you to get your other details and explain po yung mga perks and privileges of being a member. And after po nun, meron lang po tayong konting interview portion, panel interview portion, and then you're accepted na as one of our members.
Thank you, Pres Sheila. Yung mga hindi nasagot na question, okay lang naman yun, Pres Sheila, no? Mag-message sila sa FB page natin.
Please.
Yes.
Send natin kay Cons Maya. May assignment pa si Cons Maya.
Sige lang.
Thank you, Cons Maya.
Thank you, Cons.
Yes,
Thank you
Jen
po.
Ronald.
And then, thank you also for the plaque.
Andito
I'll
na ba
show
si
it, ma.
Mike? Sorry.
Later, Cons, may
Okay.
babasahin sila.
Okay. Sige po.
NB Mike, andito na po ba kayo? Mike Reyes and NB Mike Reyes.
Calling Mike Reyes and the Mike. Parang wala pa siya, Pres. Ayun.
Wala pa?
Oo.
Join. Oh, sige. Maybe we have one more question kaya?
Wait.
Ay,
Wait,
second,
naghang na ako.
may isa ka pang question dyan.
Ayun, actually,
Opo.
may nag-message sa akin. Another question, Cons Maya. Okay.
Sige lang. Sige lang, Tol.
Wait lang, naghang ako.
Wait.
From Gerald Gutierrez.
Okay.
Hindi ko siya mabasa,
Nasaan? Nasa
advisor.
meeting siya?
Nasa message siya, naghang yung ko.
Saan?
Nasa message siya.
Meeting
Gerald
siya?
Gutierrez. Hindi ko siya ma-open.
NB Mike, andito ka na po ba?
Wait lang.
Press Sheila siya yung webinar committee. Si Press, si
Saan?
Eddie Mike. Hindi siya ma-open lang. Pakigawa siyang co-host.
Anong pangalan?
It's, webinar committee ay nagbe-message sa chat box. Oh. Yan na, co-host na. Yan na. Okay na, co-host na siya.
NB
Change name pa, Sir Mike.
Hello po, good morning.
NB Mike! NB Mike,
Hindi po ako maka-open ng video at saka ng speaker. So,
Laki muna
Hello
tayo,
po, narinig
Sir
mo
Mike.
ako?
Laki muna tayo, Sir Mike. Tapos speak, closing remarks.
okay, sige po, sige po.
Pa-spotlight nung Yan. Okay. Okay, I will be the one to read the certificate for Engineer Maya. So, Certificate of Appreciation is proudly awarded to Cons Engineer Maya Gabriela Q. Villaluz, PhD, CE, REC, REA, REB, ENP, for her invaluable support to the REBAP Global City Chapter, for taking part in its real estate webinar as resource speaker with the topic Bentahan, Magkano ko dapat ibenta ang property ko, for giving value to this chapter, sustaining its 2023 tagline, significantly excellent, and maintaining its foremost brand as the home of young, dynamic, passionate, and vibrant real estate brokers, given this 17th day of September 2023 at Bonifacio Global City, Taguig City. Signed, Engineer Edgar Alan J. Agaton, VP in External Affairs 2023, CRB Donald Montellano, Chapter Secretary 2023, and CRB Sheila Morco Espinar, yours truly, President 2023. Thank you, Cons Engineer Maya.
Thank you so much po. Thank you. I received this actually. Ang galing. Oh.
Ay, di makita, Cons.
Yeah. Yan. Yan. Sorry, layo.
Ikaw na wala, Cons.
Disappear.
Wala ba?
Disappear. Layo pa na konti. Layo na konti.
Okay.
Layo na. Tapos,
Yan.
to the right. To the right, to the left. To the left. Ayaw talaga.
Ayaw talaga. Nawawala kasi net.
Ayan, stay put. Ayan, okay.
Photo, please, photo.
Okay na.
Photo.
Ayan, thank you.
Ganda. Ang ganda.
Okay na po na picture na.
Ayan.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you po.
And now I give the floor to our National Board Mr. Mike Reyes for his closing remarks.
Hello, good morning everyone. Praise Sheila Espinar, good morning po. To the host and Global City Chapter. To all the participants, this is Engineer Mike Reyes. Actually, licensed appraiser din po ako. Nag-appraise ako since 2015 ng properties. I'm from Quezon City. Ang chapter ko is REBAP Quezon City. So yung to our speaker, Engineer Maya Gabriela Villalos, we have learned a lot from this seminar. Thank you po so much, and to the Global City. Sana, because we have learned a lot, sana maulit pa yung ganitong mga seminar. To all the participants, we know na yung pag-value talaga ng properties, kailangan natin na maging busisi tayo doon. Kasi pag nag-base lang tayo sa zonal value, hindi po talaga dapat yun. Kasi ang zonal value is for tax purposes only. Sa chat box natin, let us give a thumbs up to the host, to the BGC, and to the speaker. Good morning po sa lahat. Thank you. Yes po. Thank you, teacher.
Thank you. Thank you, NB Mike. Back to you, Consol.
Yan. So, that's, we can call it a day, no? So, ang ganda ng Sunday natin ngayon. Doon po sa mga hindi nasagot yung questions, we will answer your questions through our messenger. Please like our FB page, REBAP Global City. Yan. So, may link po tayo dyan, and then we will answer your questions. Send natin yan kay Cons Maya. Thank you so much, Cons Maya.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. It's an honor.
2023 major sponsors: Federal Land, DMCI Homes, Phil Invest City. 2020 minor sponsors: Shang Properties, BDO.
Fort Hub Realty Corp. We work harder.
Zizon PH Real Estate Management Services. Zizon PH Real Estate Management Services. The real estate experts you can trust.
Buy, sell, rent. We are the real deal. Visit us at philrep.com.ph.
Driven Marketing Group Inc. Driven Marketing Group Inc. Real estate, real people, real service.